YouTube, let's freaking go, bro.
What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another video. And today, your boy is going to be talking to y'all about college, giving y'all my college experience. And yeah, it was definitely a pretty bittersweet semester. It had its ups and its downs, but I just want to give you guys my personal experience and some advice for you guys to use if you're a senior, like about to go to college next year, or you're thinking about college after graduation, or whatever the case may be. I just want to talk to y'all about college and my personal experience. For starters, I want to say I appreciate you guys for being here, and you know, I'm definitely gonna be more locked in with doing these videos in the upcoming future. Also, comment down below if you guys have any other video ideas you guys may want me to do, or anything else you want me to like talk about or give my personal advice on. I'll be down for that. But yeah, so we're gonna get straight into it. Number one, I want to say college is something that is definitely it is something that people overhype. Like they make it seem like college is such this scary place, and like you're gonna have like hours and hours of things to do 24/7. It's nothing like that. I will say definitely, like, I started with 6 classes my first semester, well, my first year of high school, college. And other people started with less classes, 5, 4, depending on the case. I will say definitely though, one of the things you want to make sure you do, you want to make sure you obviously attend all of your classes. And you also want to make sure you have great time management. I'm going to talk about both of those individually because it kind of goes deeper than, you know, just attending your classes and having good time management. For starters, attending your classes, I would say, is definitely important because you miss a lot of information outside of class. That even though your class may be set up where you don't have to be in class to get your work done, you still want to be in class, or at least show up to get information that may be important. For example, I had an Excel class my first semester, and it's basically online. It should be online. Like, all of our work is complete through this third-party app called SAM, and we just go in there, we get our work done. We get our work assigned to us each Monday or Sunday night, whatever, and we have basically the week to complete it. It's not super hard, but Excel was one of those things, if you have no clue what it is, you are gonna have some type of problems with it, because I definitely did my first semester. It was a lot. I'll get into more details about that a little later, but I will say attending those classes are very important because you get a lot of information that obviously you don't get, you know, being in your room or doing something else. I will also say some teachers, they do send out reminders and like slides, like PowerPoints, for people that may have missed it. So not every teacher's like that, especially at my college. A lot of teachers are not like that. So you definitely gotta luck up with that part, because not all teachers send reminders about up and coming tests or projects or whatever the case may be that's coming up or that's about to be due. You definitely want to make sure that you're attending those classes so you can get that information. Now, to backtrack on what I mentioned earlier about Excel, this is a personal experience of mine. This actually happened to me during this past fall semester. I had an Excel class. I never had Excel before, and this is my first time, you know, being in Excel. I had a teacher that was very wishy-washy, I'm not gonna lie. In the very beginning of my semester, I didn't know what the heck I was doing, I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't failing, but I didn't know what I was doing. So I would ask the guy for help, and like he would give me such sarcastic answers, and it like didn't help me. It definitely didn't help. I had to take matters into my own hands. So during his class periods each week for about a month and a half, I ended up, you know, just doing his work from my dorm room and doing my own research, and having like YouTube videos basically teach me how to do Excel each week. Which
is a possibility of working, but the only thing with that is that I did miss a lot of important information and deadlines and stuff that was coming up, such as there was times where we had exams or a project that we had to do, and because our teacher only announces these things that are coming up in class, and he doesn't send reminder emails or messages to people or anything like that, so we wouldn't know if you weren't in the class. Basically, I had an instance where I was at work, and it was during the time of I had this class, and we had an exam that day, and I had no knowledge of it because I wasn't going to his class, but I was getting his work done. But he didn't send any reminders of us having to do a project or I'm at an exam. So I ended up missing it, and he ended up closing it. Like he changed a lot of his like syllabus and the way he runs his class. So before, his syllabus was like, you have 24 hours after an exam has been, uploaded to submit it. Then he changed it in the middle of the year where now you have to complete it in class, and it closes when class is over. So you have an hour and 45 minutes. Oh no, I'm sorry, an hour and 15 minutes to do an exam that's like 50, 60 questions long. And yeah, so that was pretty rough, I'm not gonna lie, but it dropped my grade to like a D. Like I wasn't ineligible of like practicing or anything, but I'm a type person, I like getting good grades. I'm sure everyone does. So seeing that grade was like a problem, and I didn't really like it, but it happens. So I found out the reason why my grade dropped was obviously because of that change, and I didn't get the chance to make it up until later in the year. But ever since then, he contacted my coach. I had to show up to his class every day for about the last month and a half of the semester. And then towards the end, he allowed me to make it up. He reopened it and allowed me to do it, and I ended up finishing his class with, actually, I believe, a 89. So it went from a 67 to an 89 by the end of the semester, which would obviously, I know, could have been avoided if I just attended class, but that's why attending class is important. Even if you don't stay the whole class, just showing up, and getting some information that may be important is important. But enough about that. Moral of the story is showing up to class is important. And even if you don't feel like you need to show up, you should still show up. But yeah, that's like my message for that topic. Now, the second topic I wanted to talk about is time management. This is something that I've seen personally and I've heard of throughout my years of high school. When you're in college, you have a lot of extra free time that you don't normally have when you're in high school. Everything is so like crammed together and back to back in high school that, I mean, you have your free time basically after classes, after you're done school, but you have all of your classes the same day, basically back to back. And college is not fully like that. In college, you have 6 classes, but they're split. So me, I had 2 classes Monday, 2 classes Tuesday, 3 classes Wednesday, and 2 classes Thursday. So even though it doesn't sound like 6, I'm going to explain. Basically, Mondays and Wednesdays, I had the similar schedule. I had Intro to Psychology and Desktop Excel, which is what I was just talking about. On Wednesdays, though, my school has us take this program called FYE, which stands for First Year Experience. You have to take that as well. And yeah, every freshman has to take First Year Experience. And, so Wednesdays I had 3 classes. Mondays I had 2. Tuesdays and Thursdays were the same. The only thing is, and I did forget to mention this, I had college algebra. So I did technically have 3 classes, Tuesdays and Thursdays. But the way college algebra was similar to how Excel is, but she doesn't make it mandatory that we had to be in class. So all of our assignments and stuff were posted on Pearson. I don't know if you guys heard of that, but it's posted on Pearson, and you have to go on Pearson and do the assignments or whatever and submit it, and you get a grade for it. Basically, we didn't have to show up for class for that. I mean, because it was math, you could do your own research on it, which is what I did. I did my own research on whatever it was that I didn't understand, or I emailed my teacher if I needed to, which was only maybe once or twice throughout the semester. But everything was basically done, virtually, like away from class. So even though technically I did have that class and I had the ability to go to that class, I didn't have to go there for the sake of, I didn't need to be in there to get what I need to get done or to learn, basically, because college algebra is really no different than algebra 2 or any type of high school algebra class. All of the stuff was similar, and I was one of the top 7 students in my class in high school, so I was pretty knowledgeable of what we were doing. So that class, it was a class to me, but it felt like I already did the class. But I had critical writing and I had art through time, which is a history class. So basically how my day looked, I went to critical writing first, and then I had 3 hour break between critical writing and my art history class. Usually during the pre-track season, we were practicing, so I did have practice for an hour and 45 minutes in between that time from 11:45 to 1:30. And then I go to my art history class at 1:45, so it was right after practice. But within that time, you have like when we got done practicing, like when we were done with practices completely, we had so much free time. That's 3 hours worth of literally you can do anything. Me, my recommendation, I'll say my recommendation first and then what I did. My recommendation is if you have that big of a gap in between classes, use that to either get work done, get organized, and I don't mean just with schoolwork. I mean in your room. Like say your room it's like Wednesday and you haven't really cleaned your room as much, or things are kind of all over the place. Take that time to get organized, sort things out, go through things, throw things away, whatever the case may be. Use that time for something. I feel like sitting around and relaxing, as people call it, it is useful in a way, but to an extent, because you can relax for a certain period of time. But if you're relaxing and your work isn't done, your room is crazy, it's like, what's the point? It's better to use that free time that you have for something that's productive. I also do YouTube and stream. So on my free time, after I'm done all my classes for the day, I stream and I upload TikTok videos or YouTube shorts, whatever the case may be. So I have other things that I do. And to get on that topic of what the things that I do, after my first class, I go eat. I eat like a late breakfast, and I go back to my room. I do some organizing. I do some editing. I take the clips that I may have gotten the night before on a stream or something. I edit them, upload them on YouTube Shorts or TikTok or whatever the case may be. And I'm making sure that I constantly am doing something throughout the day. I do take time, especially like about 30-45 minutes before my next class. I do take that time to kind of relax, do my own thing, and just chill. Take my foot off the gas a little bit before I go to class, and then I go to class. After class, though, that's the other thing I want to get at. After you're done classes for the day, because I was done my classes by 3 p.m. so I had the rest of the day. Literally, I mean, obviously, like I stream and stuff, so I just went back to my room, maybe did some homework for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then like 5:30, by 5:30, 6 p.m. I'm live streaming. So I personally, I had things I had to, get done, or I worked as well, and my closing shifts are from 4 to 9:30. So I was either getting work done until I streamed, or I was at work. But the point that I'm making is that you want to fill that time in. You want to fill in those gaps, because you're gonna have so much free time. Like college, literally, it's like you're just given free time. Like it's so much, and it's so easy to get sidetracked, to get distracted. It's so easy to do all types of things like that. And that's another topic, but we'll save that for another video. I don't want to talk you guys head off. Those are just two small but important things that I wanted to touch on for this video. I appreciate you guys for watching. I love all of you guys. Thank you for the support. We're on the road to 3,000 subs. So if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys drop a like, subscribe, turn post notifications on, comment down below what video you think I should do next. And I'll see you guys in part 2 of this video, because I am going to make a part 2 talking about different topics regarding college. And yeah, without further ado, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I'm out.